just to see.
Yeah, it says we're live. I don't think the bot's doing it. Alright. So,
There we go.
is it up? Yep, okay. So, Honest Crooks here as well. That's the 20. But welcome everyone to round 19 of the Blue Championship for Dynamic Nights Esports. We have obviously myself, Foster Equation, and a new guest commentator in Curving, Texas here.
Hey, how we going?
So he's in commentating. You would have heard him down in F2 for Raceback and for was it Global Tier 1?
Tier 2.
Tier 2 Global, yep. So some of you might be familiar with him, but yeah, we should have, after Honest Cook just joined at the start of quality, we should have a full grid coming into the race. And championship's all done and dusted. Tots has obviously won it, so it's all about just hard racing now. Try to find someone who's on the
flag there. James comes back into the pits. Ooh.
What's happened?
I'm not too sure what happened there. James just sped into the pits, so I wasn't sure exactly what happened, but something definitely happened at the start of his lap. I think it was either with BK or who's the first Sauber on the track?
Banana?
I think it's Banana, yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed what happened there, but something definitely happened. Got a bit of overcast conditions here, so
could be raining.
Might see some rain. Yeah. I'm not 100% certain, but
definitely spice things up.
Try and get some intel from one of the drivers to let us know what's going on.
Alright, so we are on board with Banana Cake Pie, as he's currently the first driver who's starting his lap. So he'll set the benchmark for everyone else. Obviously purple to the first and second sector. No one's topped him yet, I don't think. But now, coming through the third sector in the final few corners. Obviously only 16 corners in this Albert Park circuit. We come through the final of them, turn 16. Now as he goes a little bit wide through there, coming across the straight, he will set a benchmark time of a 1 minute 22 dead.
It's early days, so we know everyone's going to want to get a good banker lap in here. Still 14 minutes left in the session. Can't do crap, goes over there. What's that? Half a tenth slower than Banana. Yellow's at sector 3, just a slow car getting out of the way there. Wizzy comes across with a 23.0 as well.
So now, yeah, on Pure Gold. Tulsa goes pole actually. He goes fastest in this session with a 121.7. So 3 tenths faster already than Banana. The championship winner showing his pace already.
Servanite crosses the line. No, must have been invalidated.
So now we are Pure Gold. Oh yeah, definitely backed off. Pure Gold comes through now. Purple now with a 21.6. Wow.
So these guys will probably be aiming for, I think you can get down to 19s, can't you? From memory, I'm trying to figure out, but
think high 19s.
Yeah. So obviously these times early on, and there's some bits to this track if you push too hard that you can throw the lap away and entirely your session. BKXI into third spot there with a 21.9. So it's fairly close between everyone here.
Gala's going through with the P6 now, 22.5. Is that Alcatraz now? Yeah.
Splits the two at the front there. Goes second.
Almost matching Pure Gold's time. As we're on board Botthod now, who I think is still in his wheel, I believe. So this is coming across the line. He will go up to 8th fastest, the 22.4.
And Tao is just starting his lap. No, that was Servanite there, going across into 4th spot with a 21.7, just behind Toddy. This looks like it's going to be Zach Crichton, I think. Or is it Pure Gold coming through the last corner now?
That's Pure Gold. It's coming in, yeah. I think... So Breno's coming out now. Zach is just doing laps. He's got no ERS.
Yeah. BK comes in after his lap. So we've seen 11 of the 19 cars in this session set a lap. Obviously, like we were saying earlier, Honest Crook has joined, I believe, in that second McLaren seat, but he will miss qualifying tonight. So he'll be starting from the back.
If there aren't any disqualifications yet, because...
Yeah, that's it.
Notoriously. Someone crashes.
Put, eh?
Yeah.
Logboy goes fastest.
The McLaren, yeah.
Berger follows with a 27.
So, they're already getting there. Around 6 tenths off the actual Q3 time we're expecting.
Yeah, so this is, obviously we've just seen Toddster go at 21.3 on his third lap on those tyres. Same with Wizzy there, moving up into fourth. So, they're just getting some laps under the belt here. Still 10 minutes left in this session. But yeah, there's obviously a lot of time to still improve there.
We've got up from, only top 14 drivers have actually set a time. We've got Reedy and Tao on their laps right now. James is back in the pits and Schmidt and Breno are currently on their out laps. So expect Tao to be up there, thereabouts. Same with Schmidt, and Breno is also
really
up there.
Nice first sector as well there. He's nearly half a second up on his time in the first sector, so if he can pull a good lap together, he's on for a top 8.
So that would put him, along with the first sector alone, will put him just in front of Banana currently. Maybe around BK. So yeah, top and 8th or 9th.
He's lost a little bit, only 0.3 up now, so...
Yeah, so, now Reedy's come across. P14 only, so that's definitely not going to be good enough. With only a 23.4. Zach's on a 23.8. I think he should go out again, as Tao's going to come through. He's got a little bit of traffic with that racing point of Schmidt. Only 11th fastest. So even that couldn't be good. I think it's going to be around that time, 22.1.
Bodhod does go 8th. 21.809.
So it's a fairly good time. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good lap from Bodhod. I'd say that'll pretty much be around where the cutoff kind of is, in that high 21 kind of area. So obviously you can tell that Tao's going to probably... I'd say Tao will be able to have a better lap because obviously that was his first lap, his banker lap, 22.1. Zach Crichton is going to improve there. He's obviously just sending some laps to get used to the car and everything. What else are we looking at?
Breno's just crossed the line, P9, so 21.8. So just on that cutoff again. So it'll be very tight Q1.
Yeah. And then obviously you've got the cars at the front there, Logboy and Gaming Burger, who will more than likely be safe. So they don't really have to risk it, and they don't have to, obviously use another set of tyres or anything at this point. They can kind of just play it safe. But we've got some Servanite here, I believe is going out on a different set of tyres.
He is going on a fresh set.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not too sure why. I think, Banana is also on a fresh set. Just trying to improve on that 22 dead.
Bananas I can understand. Servanite's probably under the cutoff, I reckon, at this point. But then again, you never know. It's better to be safe than sorry sometimes because you don't want to miss out. Schmidt has put in his first lap of 33.5.
That's definitely... I think he had no ERS that lap. It's just another warm-up, I think.
Yeah. So he should be on a good lap here. What do we got? Yeah, he's running in overtake at the moment.
So we've cut to him now as he finishes his first sector time. Yeah, already 3 seconds fast.
And Purple, 26.9. I'll just double check and see what that is compared to Wogboy. 26.5 is the fastest we've seen. So Purple sector glitch kind of as usual there. But less than 4 tenths off.
I did see Wogboy lead the session just before, so hopefully someone can get him back. before the next qualifying session. Yeah, purple to second sector. Obviously should be a glitch, but Schmidt is always up there and around that top 5 spot.
Yeah.
He's coming through the final set of corners. Don't think he'll get anywhere near the 20s.
So probably, yeah. Oh, Banana's gone up into third as well there on those other tyres, so he should be pretty safe with that. He's done the exact same time as Toddy. So...
Yeah, P5 for Schmidt.
Yeah, so fairly safe with that time. But yeah, comfortable lap there. Nothing too, heavy on the car. Didn't see him really trying to take advantage of the curves. There we go. Wogboy is back in the session, so that's good to see.
Don't think anyone else is on a lap.
A Ferrari here, so can't do crap. Yeah, he's just about to come. He's coming to the pits. And the other driver is pure. Who is it? Zach Crichton about to come and start a lap here.
He should be up near pole. He's always fastest. Yeah. Almost loses it on the last corner though.
Yeah, this is only to start his lap as well, so that won't help a good run on here. He's got a car coming out of the pits, which is one of the Red Bulls. I think it's Lunacy.
Yeah. He should get out the way. He will, yep. Little lock up. He's obviously running that ABS.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think any assists at all for Zach. But assists are allowed in this.
Pretty tidy. 26.7. So
7/10 faster.
Still not the fastest.
Yeah,
I hope he hasn't cut that corner. That was pretty tight there, but nothing that I can see. So Schmidt will coming back into the pit, so it's really just Zach and Garlas. Garlas just started his lap now.
Tau's come out for a lap. James has again. Has he? Oh.
I believe.
Another fast lap?
Same set does. No, same. He didn't go any faster on that one, unless he was saving hers and he's going again on this lap. We got Zach here in the last sector.
Almost slides again.
He's up by 1.8 on his own lap at
23.8.
Into that second sector, so under 22.0, but we know that he's probably got a lot in this last sector to move up. So we'll see him go top 3 here. Weaving to.
He's got top 3, there you go.
But we definitely can see that he's got a lot in it there. He's holding back. Interesting tactic. Obviously, it's to throw some people off in this Q1 session, but they'll know what kind of pace he's got.
Well, usually he just doesn't qualify at all and sits down in the back because Gameberg actually retires from P2, so he's happy with his sum of a 20.7. No danger of going out there.
We've got 13 cars in the 21s at this point, so like we said, it's going to be very tight. That 15th position currently sitting at a 22.1.
Tau.
Yeah, with Tau. So Reedy, James Cruz hasn't set a lap yet. Garlas and Lunacy all going to look to try and improve their time.
So both Reedy and Lunacy, they're both on fresh
sets. Got a good, and Lunacy's got a good bit of guide in front of him with Zach. Oh, just in the background there. Sorry, I just saw him clip a bit of the grass, so hopefully it doesn't affect his lap time
on the gravel, and he's boarded his lap.
Shame. Is he going to come into the pits here?
He is, yeah.
He's going to duck in and try and get a new set on real quick. He's got a minute and a half to try and get back out on track, and hopefully his teammate's already gone out, so shouldn't be too bad here.
Pure God's come out again in 8th, so he's actually not fast lap, I think.
I think it's gonna be close there, but I think he should make it through pretty comfortably still. But like we say, you may as well go out and just kind of see what you can do in this kind of qualifying session, because the last thing you want to do is obviously lose out and miss out on a spot in Q2.
Tau's come into the pits again, so he's going to have one lap to try to get through.
Yeah, he's not going to have too long either. He's going to want to get in and go really fast here to get back out on track.
Can't do craps on the lap right now. He's almost 2/10 faster than his previous time. So
already is retired from the session. I believe that is in pit lane as well. I don't see any yellow flags, so he's done for that one. James on a lap here, on an out lap, so we might get to see him try and set a lap.
There's Can't Do Crap we're on board with right now. Alcatraz retires as well, as did Banana before.
Yeah, so Tao is leaving 13. The pits right now, so he's got a good amount of time, I believe.
Minute 30, ooh. Cut some corners, definitely have to.
Yeah, he's really left this late. He's going to hit the pit lane line at the exact same time. I don't think he's going to get a lap in. There's not too much you can cut here to get an advantage, and there you go. He's going to have to wait for his teammate. He's cut across there.
And he's going to run into 7, hasn't he? Almost. That was close. Very, very close.
I think he's done. I think you'll see him retire the car pretty soon.
Oh, big cut again. Can he make it through?
And his teammate has stopped his lap.
Yeah.
Not sure how happy 7 will be there. That would have definitely put him off.
And he's on fresh tyres.
Yeah.
So
obviously we'll see him cut this next corner up here as well. Who have we got? We got Lunacy on an outlap, Gala's on an outlap.
Starting now,
Gala's. So 30, just under 30 seconds he's going to get from the end of the second sector.
How much is he going to do here? He's a bit tidy.
This is going to be so touch and go, but I don't think he's going to make it. It's going to be very close.
There's gone wide, I think that's it.
He can't cut this last bit either because it'll.
Hey, he's not gonna make it. Nah.
Yeah, he's just
giving up.
And that's Grosjean right there. And the tyre barrier is flying in the sky nearly.
So currently he's safe. For now.
So that's it. It's on Lunacy here. So let's watch on with Lunacy or Garlas. They're both sort of right near each other on track. Garlas about to finish his second sector. We'll have a look at the split time.
10 slower.
Down on his time.
Wow. Lunacy half a 10 faster.
2.2 up on his now, Lunacy. He's improved that. So, Lunacy in with a chance. That's enough to put him through as well. He's just got to keep it tidy in this last sector. So, if it does happen, Tao will be kicking himself there. A bit of an judgment error on coming back into the pits and it looked like it was a bit hot in there, but it's got a nice run onto the straight, and
I think he's through. He
moves up. Garlas also was in. He did make it.
Yeah. Just out.
So Can't Do Crap survives by 55 thousandths there. So we pretty much nailed our predictions there with the high 21s, 21.924, I believe, was the safe time.
I think so, yeah. You just give the 21.924, yeah, exactly. Can't Do Crap P15, less than half a tenth, or half a tenth about to him and Garlas.
Very close, and there's 4 drivers within around a tenth there as well. So Breno, Lunacy, Can't Do Crap, and Garlas all in that kind of same little area. But obviously we are going to say goodbye to Garlas, Very Lazy Tao, Reedy, and James Cruz from this first qualifying session. It's a long race though, and they will get to start on the tyres of their preference. So you never know at this point. They still might have better race pace than what they've got in this qualifying session as well. So definitely going to be interesting here.
Now, this session is particularly important as we're going to see the start of some tyre strategy. So if you guys can chuck on the mediums for now, as you see, Lunacy Alcatraz momentarily on the mediums. Servana, I think it's going to come out on the mediums as well. As he comes out of the pits now.
Yep. One of the Ferraris coming out early. I think that's
Can't Do. It is Can't Do Crap.
Yep.
He'll be the first out. Yes, he will. going to beat Toro, so I think Bloodhod or Aussie.
Yeah, just behind him. So a few cars there, I believe Servanite as well came out on those mediums. So we've got 3 cars sitting on the mediums at the moment. But yeah, like you said, there'll be a lot that try and do that to obviously start on the mediums. So this session is going to be another tight one. And another game of just who can leave it late and who can get a good judgment here, because we saw how much it affected Tao there, not getting that last lap in, and it cost him multiple positions, because I believe he was probably going to go up in somewhere near that top 10 for that session, and save his pace for the 3rd qualifying session.
So yeah, I think they will definitely learn from that. There's a few more guys coming out on the mediums. Learning to see Alcatraz obviously on the outlaps. Aussie Wizzy Rick coming out now. I think Cantor Crab will be the first to start his lap though. So
yeah, he's spot on there.
He's very keen on getting a lap in.
He's pushing here on his outlap as well, so obviously trying to keep as much time and as much heat in these tyres to start his lap. Here we go.
So we're right on board with him now. As a little bit wide in the final corner, but he's starting his lap into turn 1. Should be a 5th gear corner, down to 4th actually. Almost getting over that curb into turn 2. Now opening the DRS into the heavy braking zone of turn 3. Expecting a lot of overtakes through here, just missing that apex. Now into 4, very easy to go wide here. Through 5 now, the medium to high speed right hander.
So fastest in that first session through the first sector was a 26.5, I believe, by Wogboy. So still a fair bit off in this one for Cunter Crap, but another person to look out for, and I believe it is Bodhod behind him. And he looks like he is closing in a bit, so I'll keep an eye on his lap while you watch Cunter Crap.
49.2 for Cunter Crap.
48.9 for Bodhod there, so
3 tenths faster already. As opening DRS now, the 3rd DRS zone, as he goes a little bit wide at the start of the 3rd sector. That's definitely going to hurt his lap time.
Oh, and Bodhod into the gravel there in the back.
Now it's going to be, could even be Banana who might take it out of these first 3 runners. Hunter Crab doesn't, he's backed off.
Yeah,
he's definitely going to go for a medium time.
Okay, so Bodhod with a 22.1 there to start the session off. Servanite on the mediums 22.8. Ooh, okay, there's a bit of games being played there between Can't Do Crap and Bodhod. I'm not exactly certain what all that was about, whether it was just a bit of jokes between the two or whether there was something that went on that, either the outlap or maybe he felt that Bodhod started too close to him and put him off, but we've got
do we have anyone?
We've got a few coming through the last sector here.
Is that
the other Ferrari of Renault's on our lap, and I believe who is it, Aussie? Yeah,
Aussie's down there. Yeah,
he's backed off, so he's going to go for another lap here.
Pilgod on the mediums to see if he can beat the 22.8 of Servanite. As I think that was, Aussie's gone for another lap with 30.6 on his mediums. But Carter Crab did back off, so he's going to commit to the mediums, I believe, in this session. Try to get through on them. And a few drivers actually not setting their best laps on their first laps. Like Alcatraz has actually invalidated his lap, both of his laps. I think he's gonna go into the pits. So I think he's gonna come in and go for another run. It looks like that Schmidt, he did spin it. He has. He's lost it.
For him. He was on the mediums as well, so that's really going to hurt him there. Obviously, only going to have the one set of mediums, I believe, for this qualifying session. I think it's 1 or 2. I can't remember how many get in this.
I think it's just the one. As Pure God
Yeah.
also backed off. I think Brenner did as well. So they've all backed off through there. I think Aussie's
Aussie's on a lap here and hopefully he doesn't get held up. Looking fairly clean.
going very wide to the penultimate corner.
It's a good line through that one. Just kept it fairly tidy. And a 22.6 on the medium. So fastest medium runner so far. And we've got
7 up on the softs now.
Red Bull behind us just started a lap. I believe that's
BK.
Lunacy.
I think, yeah, BK, and then Lunacy's on a lap.
Yeah, Lunacy's in the second sector. Third sector now. Also on the mediums.
A lot of drivers on the mediums. Only around 4 or 5 who did a lap on the softs. Servanite coming out on the softs now after setting a lap on the mediums, so he wasn't happy with that.
Yeah, and we've got the opposite way around there with Can't Do Crap. He's currently on the mediums in the pit still, but
he should come out of them later. Yeah. Lunacy 22.9. So the mediums don't look particularly fast.
Yeah, and that's it. Obviously, yeah, it's a hard one to judge. Obviously, you sit and do no runs and just do a medium run late on, which I think you will see with a few of the drivers. Obviously, you do want to keep yourself enough time to have a chance on the softs in case you aren't making it into that top 10. But you also want to leave it really late because you just get the best out of the tyres and the best out of the car.
So never mind, Pure God fastest in the medians, the 21.7.
Which is not far off what he did in that first qualifying session. I believe who was in second? Was it him in second?
Yes, I think at the end.
Yeah,
he just had the time in the end.
BK with a 21.7 as well on the softs. Up into second spot.
I think, is Lunacy on the lap? Lunacy's not on the lap.
No.
I believe it is the Williams of Gameburger who'll come through next to start the next lap. A lot of drivers coming out now as well. 7 minutes remaining. We'll see the remaining bunch of guys do the laps. Only Alcatraz out of those people on the softs. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now we have Berger coming into turn 3. Just clipping that apex just a tiny bit. He was up there in the first session up around P2, P3, P4, purple to the first sector, apparently. As we're coming into the high-speed sector 2, it's all about commitment here. We come onto the back straight as we end the second sector here. Seeing a 48.8 actually, coming through the chicane, and now into the DRS, the third DRS zone. Coming to the tight technical section of the third sector. Gonna keep it on the tarmac here. Being very clean here. You go around the penultimate corner, clips at apex, needs to get a good line through this final corner. Does so very well. He's now gonna cross the line and set at 1 minute 21.5.
21.5 goes fastest. That's a very good lap. Oh, it was Berger who was second actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
I do remember now. But yeah.
Alcatraz
fastest on the softs. So yeah, that's the thing. Obviously seeing that time from Alcatraz there on the softs. Wogboy goes second on the mediums as well, 21.4. So obviously the people that do have the pace and don't feel like they can sit on the mediums but have enough pace to beat the medium runners, are going to throw a spanner in the works for some of the guys that want to go on those mediums, because you look at how many people are out there on them at the moment. We've got 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 cars on the mediums. So not all of those guys that are doing medium laps are going to make it through. So will there be some second guessing soon? And people jumping onto a set of softs. Breno goes 6.
A few guys actually going to the softs now. I just saw Lunacy, I think Banana, and I don't know if Bodhod was on softs before.
Yeah.
But Banana was
Bodhod
mediums.
was on... I think Bodhod was also on the softs earlier. Let's have a look.
Yeah, he was on the softs, and so was Banana when he did his fastest. Zach Crichton up into 4th spot there with a 21.5.
So the two Haas cars, yeah, in P4, P5, both in the mediums. As we see Can't Do Crap, he's in the 3rd sector. Hopefully
He's
he
up
can
on
get
his
in.
time by 2/10, but he is on the mediums. His fastest was on the softs. Obviously, he did back off on that lap, so he's got to look for something. Oh, he's cut the corner there, and he's missed the pit lane.
He's
He's
reversing
got
in.
cars coming as well. That's dangerous what he's done there. Oh, luckily they were coming into the pits there. That was dangerous.
Yeah. That could have been really bad. I think Lunacy's... Has he binned it? How about the start of the 2nd sector?
Yes, you are right. And he's retired the car, so I'll try and get a view here, and let's see what happened. On board with BK, he's going to be able to see the car. Yeah, he's a long way off into that gravel trap, and he's hit that wall. So
I think he's just run straight in.
Yeah, he might not have. He might have ruined that lap and just felt like he wasn't going to make it. And end up retiring the car.
I think we have anyone? Who's going to come through first? Is that BK? He'll come through first.
Yes, BK will come through first. And he's sitting in the middle there of the sort of lot, but it's definitely probably about where that safe zone is going to be on the 21.7s, I'd say. Pure gold here. He's got a set of softs on his car. Gaming Burger's chucked a set of softs on as well. Alcatraz retires the car, I believe, in the pits. So he thinks he's done, not going to improve. BK rounds the last corner to start his lap.
So it's looking quite clean through that turn 1, 2. As we're coming into turn 3 now.
So down. Pretty clean through there.
Serious sector 1 times. In the next corner or so. Does he improve? By
a little bit.
And half a tenth.
Any improvement though, because he's only 2,000ths behind Pure Gold here.
That could put him into safety, potentially.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
A minute 50 to go. Wonder if he can stretch it up and get...
He's up by nearly 2/10 now.
Yeah, because they can stretch it and get to...
Pretty nice through that.
Zach and Burger.
There. Yeah.
Because they're not far off each other. He needs to get this final section right.
Sure about that one there. Wide line into an ultimate corner onto the front straight. Oh, he's had to back off there. I think he's going to lose out a little bit on his time, but still 21.4, so he does improve. He goes third. So not a bad lap there by BK, and I feel like that might hold it.
Banana P2
Burger is done. Burger's pitted. Yeah, Banana into P2, 21.2. Who we got coming down the straight? One of the Toro Rossos.
Aussie Pole.
He goes top, and Bodhod here also coming down the straight. He moves up to 8th, so... But that's alright, we see Lunacy's out, Can't Do Crap is out, he won't improve, he's in the pits, so that's 2 cars. So Bodhod only needs to... Zach, who just moved up there? Schmidt into 2nd spot as well. So... Pure Gold is coming out of it. So the only car that's going to be on the mediums is Wogboy with a 21.4, I believe.
I think Todd's is coming through. He's still on this lap.
Yep.
So he should
also
get
Burger
through.
as well. Sorry. So obviously, yeah, on the mediums, having one chance at this one.
He's left it to the very end. Only one lap on this size.
That's him going through the last corner now.
Yep.
Push to the line. He's going to want a good lap here. He
only
doesn't make it.
Oh.
22.0. So
champion.
I believe that means that Gaming Burger is through.
7 night. Or Bodhod is not on the lap. Breno is on the lap. So Bodhod is... Oh, 7 night. he's in danger of getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Let's just hit a lap. 7
Let's have a look at this lap from Breno. He's up by a big chunk there, but remember he did set his lap on the medium, so I believe, yeah. So this soft lap is pretty good from Breno here. He's going to move himself up into that top kind of 7 area. He keeps it clean. Not too bad through the last turn. He might go top here. No, he's slowed down a little bit. He's
P2.
P2.
So it does knock 7 out, and he's not on a lap. Zach's realizes
he's gonna abort his lap anyway. Yeah. Because unfortunately, Server has missed out there with his time. So Zach did set his best lap on the medium, so that's why he's done that. So he didn't have to jump onto the softs. Yeah. So unfortunately, Server obviously going for more than the 1 lap, and couldn't get it done. So we've got 3 cars in that top 10 on the mediums. Wogboy, Gaming Burger, and Zach Crichton.
Yes, okay, so another very tight qualifying session. From P10 to P12, less than a tenth of a second.
Yeah, and even if you look from like P4 towards that kind of P12 area, it's less than half a second. So any kind of mistake could throw you out with that. And obviously for some drivers there, we saw Toddster not make it through, attempting just the 1 medium lap at the end of the session. It's always a risk, and unfortunately for him, hasn't paid off.
Yeah, big name in Toddster going out. Lunacy and Country Crap out, Botthod, and I believe that was Servanite, yeah, also out in P11. So here we are with Q3, the shootout. As I believe we have 2 Haas cars. I think the rest are just 1 team. 1 McLaren, 1...
yes, you are correct. So pretty well split across the grid there. The only team not making it into this session was Mercedes.
Yes,
which
actually.
You don't hear, ever.
So yeah, Tao and Servanite obviously out. Tao should have been in here, but...
Yeah, and Servanite just missed that, I believe, in 11th there at the end of that last session, so...
I think we have, yeah, Wogboy coming out first with... Is that Zach right behind him?
Yeah, and this is a session where 12 minutes of time around a track that's 1 minute 20, kind of. So you've got to get up early if you want that third, I believe if you want 3 stints in this session, 3 full stints. So obviously you're going to do an out lap, lap and an in lap. So most cars will probably try put a banker lap in. If their second one doesn't improve, they'll dive into the pits on that second lap and then go for one last one at the end. But by the looks of it, obviously Wogboy looking like he's really strong here today, and I believe Gaming Burger not too far off. So it'll be interesting to see who pulls the rabbit out of the hat here in Q3 and can get a nice qualifying position for the race.
So only BK and Breno sitting in pits. Breno's coming out now, I believe. I think BK might only have 1 or 2 sets of softs left, so he's going to wait it out.
That's very true. And Banana also said that he did use another set of softs by accident there, so he will have 1 less set here. So he'll probably not sure if he'll have.
Wogboy's almost lost it. He's aborted already. Almost lost into turn 1, through turn 1, turn 2, aborted his laps, and now Zach's going to go through.
We'll watch this first sector come up here. Wogboy should have a good amount of tyres there. I don't think he ended up going on softs at all in that last session. Same with Burger. 26.4, that's a pretty nice first sector there.
26.6 for Banana, right behind him.
Yep. Who else we got coming through there? Wizzy 26.6. A Ferrari of Breno is on an out lap. Schmidt about to come through. 26.6 as well. So 3 cars in 26.6, and then Pure Gold on an outlap. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong car anyway. It was Alcatraz. And I didn't actually see what time he did. Bugger. I'll double check it. He did a 26.8. So
it looks like Zach's pulling away from Banana, just visually.
Yeah.
On this lap.
Yep.
So I think he should be.
Zach has invalidated his lap.
Has he?
I can. Oh, big save there from Alcatraz. No, he's lost it.
Zach hasn't.
No, Zach didn't have invalidate his time. Must have been on his outlap. So 19.9 there, fastest lap we've seen so far. Getting out early and getting a good lap in. Obviously, he was right behind Wogboy there when he had that mistake as well. So he will know that Wogboy's got one less run than him to try and get a good lap in here, and could cause some damage to his confidence. Schmidt into P2 with a 20.5 as well.
So, yeah, 0.6 of a second between P1 and P2 currently. Massive margin. And all of Zach's...
The Williams here of Gaming Burger is going to get a nice toe from BK down the straight. He hasn't been held up.
It's going to be 20.3.
There he goes, P2.
It's 2 tenths faster than Schmidt. And now only 4 tenths. P4. I think that is it for... I think BK is the only one on a lap. And Breno.
Breno. Yeah.
Yep, okay. So Breno doing it for Ferrari, currently, into the third sector.
BK 26.9, first sector, not very competitive in terms of up the front there, so
5 tenths slower than
hopefully he'll be
Zach.
able to improve on it. Yeah, that's it. And a few tenths off what Banana did. I believe he did a 26. Did he do 26.6?
Yes.
So.
Breno on the grass on the straight. Gonna lose him in a little bit of time. Only P5 for him. 21.2. I think
yeah, plenty of room for him and obviously Banana to improve. So see how they go. We'll have a look at BK here as he comes to the last sector.
Looking fairly clean through the final corner. Just hitting the apex on the penultimate corner. Looking pretty good line through the final corner. Obviously all by himself, so no toe, and he's going to set a 21.8, only P7. So 5 tenths slower than Banana.
Yeah,
next
so
ahead.
Not once again, another one who's had to push most sessions, I believe, so he will have used up a lot of his tyres there. So hopefully that was a used set that he's done that lap on. I'm not sure if we can tell by what it says there or not.
Wogboy starting his lap once again. So he should be
how he goes through
up there in the 19s.
Very fast through there. Oh, yeah, that'll be interesting to see whether he did cut it. He's still continuing his lap, so I don't think so. Very, very nice line through those two corners.
So now coming through with turn 5 now, and ending off the first sector.
We saw Zach do a 26.4.
26.3.
26.3, so he's up at the moment on Zach's time.
Going for it this lap. Yeah.
And he's got Wizzy as well behind him, who's also on the lap here. Ooh. Really pushing it there, Wogboy, so...
I think he should still have one, or he might look a little final run in. 48 dead.
0. I believe Wogboy will get another run in. He will probably, him and Aussie Wizzy will be the last ones out on their last stint. I don't think anyone else will. Alcatraz coming out now, so this will be his last stint, I believe.
Yeah, 4 minutes 40 to go. Wogboy coming through the final corner. Looking he's lifted a bit.
Yeah, he kept it really, really tight there. It's going to be 20.1.
So he's lost a few 2 tenths.
Yeah, so he should be able to get back to the pits here and get another lap in pretty comfortably there. And where'd Wizzy go? Wizzy went P6 there with a 20.9. So kind of spread out across everyone. There's 2 tenths between nearly every driver so far.
I think the track would definitely going to evolve in the next few minutes.
Yeah, so it is looking a little bit sunnier there as well. So,
I think Alcatraz.
He's on an out lap here, so he'll be the only one. He'll have a clean kind of track. I say that. I think you'll see a lot of the guys stick it out in the pits for a while, and try and get a lap in really late on. So he might be alright here, Alcatraz. He might get a whole lap to himself.
It'll be another minute or so, I think. Around the 2 minute mark.
Banana is coming out onto the track. So he'll obviously have to just watch out, but he should get it round fairly quickly. I'd say.
No one else, surprisingly. As Alcatraz starting his lap into turn 1 and 2, a little bit wide, very wide, so he's lost his lap already.
Yeah, I feel like that's an invalidation there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
He's gone down into 0, so that's alright though. He's got the time. As long as he just takes it pretty cautious around here, doesn't push those tyres too much and saves the ERS, and obviously has enough fuel. He is using 5 ERS at the moment now. So
I think he did invalidate. I think he's just trying to push to get into the pits again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what tyres he's going to use. Hopefully he has another set. Another fresh set. Because I think he didn't even invalidate his lap he crashed the first time. So that's 2 sets are gone. He might come out on the same set though. As we are on with Banana Cake Pie, who is currently P8 with the 21.3. Only around 2 tenths off Breno in the Ferrari. So that's probably who he'll be aiming for, unless he can somehow find around half a second or so and get Aussie in P6.
Going to be some big traffic here for Banana though, coming out of the pits. Hopefully the 2 Haas drivers stop.
Look, he might get past, I think it's Zach. I think hopefully Pure Gold gets out the way for him. I think he does, yep.
Cool, so just Wogboy in front of him now, but Wogboy will be fine as well.
So Alcatraz gone for another lap.
Yeah, which he did have to do there, so see what Banana's first sector is. Did a 26.6 last time, 26.6 again, a little bit up on it, but that's fairly competitive first sector. So it's less than 3 tenths off what Wogboy set, so should be hopefully aiming for a 20.5, 20.4 here.
So around Schmidt
Banana,
yep.
Banana down by 4 tenths nearly, so yeah.
That would put him up around Aussie Zurich currently.
Yep.
I think
and that's with room to improve in this last sector.
Yeah. So
good Wogboy dives out of the way there.
Wogboy, yeah. As
it's very wide, but uses all the track, so as you need to do on your lap around this track. And same with onto the last straight there. He's derating now.
20.8.
20.8. So 6th spot for Banana. I'm not sure how you feel about that. Obviously less than a tenth off what Pure Gold has done. And who was the other person on a lap?
I think
believe it was Alcatraz. Yeah, Alcatraz goes 8th there, so 21. So that'll be his last lap. And obviously Banana will roll out here. He is done for the session.
BK is going to be next through to finish his lap.
Next one.
Breno following right behind him. So P9 and 10 for these guys. BK has a lot of room to potentially improve. He's got a fresh set of softs, it looks like.
Yeah, he's on a decent lap here. So hopefully this will move him up into that top 8 at least. He'll be looking to get a nice run out of this last corner.
It's not looking, it's P8.
Yep, goes 8.
It is. Breno now.
So not too far off Wizzy's. Breno comes across, he
only
stays
P10 does not improve his position. Alcatraz P9.
Zach has retired the car, so
Berger,
he's pretty
P2.
confident. Actually, no, I think he crashed on his lap.
He must have, yeah. Schmidt staying in P4. Wogboy coming through now.
So this would be a big miss for Zach if Wogboy goes fastest, which
only
he
P2.
doesn't. Only just though. So
Pure God, only P5.
whoa.
So Oz is going to come through next. He'll be the last one to come through. It was very wide for the penultimate corner. Come around the final corner. Not sure what he can do as Chris retires. So this will be the last lap. P5 only for Aussie. So Zach does keep his pole position. Wogboy just missing out by around 100th of a second. It's a very tight qualifying at the end there.
Very competitive there, yeah.
There's 0.015 of a second between Zach and Wogboy on the front of the grid.
A little bit of a gap between third to fourth, but that's the top three we kind of expected from the pace we saw in previous sessions. All three medium runners starting first, second and third. And their pace on the softs is a little bit quicker than what the kind of midfield, well not midfield, but mid kind of tier of this qualifying 3 session was, with Schmidt, Wizzy and Pure Gold, all pretty close to each other. So they'll all be hoping to see if they can jump one of the medium runners early on and push on.
So yeah, hopefully, I think either P1, P2, both on the mediums, and the rest try, as you said, try to jump them. I think most of the people outside the top 10 will start on the mediums, if I'm not mistaken, and then head on to the softs after just one stop. I think, yeah, everyone's getting their cells ready to go for, I think it's 26, 27 laps of racing. So you have 10 seconds left until the formation lap.
Predictions? Who do you think's going to win this one?
I think Wogboy's got it from Zach.
I feel confident with what you've said there. Obviously, we didn't see Zach's full potential with that last lap with his spin. Just to go different to you, I reckon Zach's going to win this one. But I think it'll be a good battle between those two. And obviously, we can't count out Berger there. Pretty competitive time from him as well. Less than 2/10 off these two. So, it's all to play for here. Not obviously, Honest Crook starting at the back now. He has entered this session after not being able to make it for the qualifying session. So we'll see where his pace puts him around here as well.
So going to the grid, we have Zach from pole position with Wogboy on the front row with him. And then in the Williams P3, Gameberger with X-Ray Schmidt in P4. Aussie Wiz Rick, the first of the Toro Rossos, down in P5 with Pure Gold, the second Haas car in P6. Banana Cake Pie in P7 in the Alpha, and then BK, the first of the Red Bulls, down in P8. Alchaz in P9 with Breno rounding off the top 10 in that Ferrari. Servernite just missing out on that Q3 in P11 in the Mercedes. Butthod down in P12. Tulsa with a very poor qualifying down in P13. Can't crap in 14th. Lunacy in 15th. Garlais down in 16th. Tao with another disappointing qualifying down in 17th in the Mercedes. Reedy in P18. James Cruz P19. And Honest Crook, our latecomer, in P20 in the McLaren.
Yeah, and we've only got the 4 medium runners outside the top 10 there. So Bodhod, Toddster, Very Lazy Tao, and Honest Crook all opting for the mediums, but the rest of them going for the softs, trying to make up positions early on. So a few differing strategies back there, and then obviously you've got the front 3 all on the mediums there. So drivers like Jay Schmidt, Wizzy, and Pure Gold will all try and jump that early on. Especially if there is safety cars, because track position in this is pretty key. So we'll see how they go off the start here, and it should be. I reckon it'll be close into this first turn. There's always some accidents here. It's a bit frantic.
So I think Honest Crook lines up at the back. So you get ready to go, get a good view. Lights start soon. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And the way we go for the Australian Grand Prix, it looks like Zach may have got the better
start. Got a good start actually.
He has. I think he's going
to side by side.
He's going to try to side by side. He has. I think Zach's going to keep it though. Wogboy's going to have Schmidt for company. Schmidt's going to come back in. Now down the back of the pack, it looks like Schmidt actually is going to go inside of Wogboy for P2. As Gamingberg and I think that is Aussie down for P4 and 5. Going side by side. They're still going side by side. Looks like everyone has gone through cleanly actually. So no incidents so far.
At the moment, everything looking pretty nice.
Schmidt
goes for the lead.
He is. He's taking it on the soft tyres.
Interesting. That's exactly the start he needed. He's gone up and jumped all 3 of the medium runners there from 4th. He'll be looking at Bolt. And Wizzy Rick all over the back of
Set the 2 yellows. It's Reedy.
Well.
Jumped down to him. He's had a spin, I believe.
Yeah. Not a few little positions gained, but nothing drastic apart from Schmidt there, and obviously Bodhod dropping 2, as well as Breno now. Todster slowly making his way up. Oh, Zach's got a tyre in the gravel. And he's under pressure from Wogboy here to see if he can hang on to P2.
So at the end of lap 1, Schmidt does have the lead. Zach 2nd, Wogboy 3rd. Wogboy having the toe on Zach. He's going to look for a move.
Early pit stop there for Breno.
I think he may have had damage. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe from that Reedy incident. Yeah, they're changing the wing there, so he might have got caught up in that.
Tao
Gap's
only up 1 spot.
Second as well.
I thought it'd be up a lot more than just 1.
Yeah, definitely.
As Banana Cake Pie, it looks like he's made a mistake. He has. I don't know what he's done. Inside of turn
maybe
4.
gone side by side with someone and someone might have chopped the front of him off.
Toddy's gone. Has he crashed? A big crash. Wow, big crash. James retires. So does Garlas. There's lots of carnage.
Servanite has lost his wing there, so Tao now up into 12th.
VSC only. Oh, wow. Honest Crook 5-second penalty.
Yeah, we've lost 3 cars with that one crash there. And I think... What was Honest Crooks for? Was it for overtaking under yellow flags or something?
I think it was severe.
Severe collision with Garlas.
Yeah.
Same with what Servanite had. So Servanite also got 1 for that, and 3 seconds for multiple warnings. So we'll see. There might be something getting taken off there. I'd say Honest Crook probably hit him as he was retired. Because I have seen penalties picked up for that. So
Honest Crook has actually retired now.
Yeah.
As Banana has as well.
That's a crash.
Oh.
Yeah.
Banana hit him.
Turn 10, 11, I believe. So we're only on the 3rd lap. Just started the 3rd lap, and we've lost 5 cars already here.
So I think we should see at the end of Breno as green flag running. But yeah, it looks like
wow, that's a bit of a weird one.
And
I'll try it. That's strange, but under that VSC, Zach has actually caught up a little bit there.
7/10 now, yeah.
But most cars within a second. There's a bit of a gap, obviously, where that collision happened from Alcatraz back to Can't Do Crap. It's 2.5 seconds. But yeah, so I think Todzer obviously going to be relieved that he has clinched this championship already.
So surprised, only 15 guys left, 15 runners left.
Yeah, so there's a chance of some good points here for some drivers. Haven't exactly looked at the championship to see who's going to be moving up here. I know there's a battle between Alcatraz, Banana. So Banana's obviously gone, so that's going to really hurt his chances at 4th in the championship, I think.
Yeah. Banana, or Schmidt and Zach are around 20-30 points behind.
Yeah, so I think it's Todster, then Zach, then Schmidt, and then
Banana,
so there's a 4-way battle. Alcatraz, Banana, I'm trying to figure out the other two names. I'm trying to remember who it is. I think Pure Gold might be one of them. And Aussie... is it Burger?
So we have...
I don't know.
Banana on 303 points. Alcatraz on 296. And Breno on 288. And then Dougie's 273, but he's not racing again.
Yeah, that's who it was. It was Dougie and he's not racing. So, Breno here, even with what happened early on in that early pit stop, he's got points to make up here in that battle for fourth. Obviously, Alcatraz is going to want to keep his nose out of everything and just make it through to the end of this race. Obviously, in a good position here in 8th at the moment. He's just moved up to 7th past BK. So.
Oh no, he's been turned into the wall. BK's turned him into the wall. And Can't Do Crap's almost hit the back of him.
Blocking, and he's got illegal blocking now, Alcatraz. But I think you get that removed. There's nothing you can do. And that is Wogboy around. Wogboy is gone.
Wogboy's spun. Oh wow.
Doesn't look like there's any damage on that car though.
I think he's done it by himself.
So just a spin, he's kept it out of the wall there. So that's big for the front three there. Schmidt, Zach, and Gaming Burger. So. Ooh, Schmidt's just clipped a little bit of the grass there. Zach's going to close up, and obviously with DRS, he might have a chance into turn 3 here.
Obviously a big overtaking zone. Can't Do Crap does pit with his wing damage. I think he got from Alcatraz. Seven gets another 3-second penalty. Who's down in P14 as he already pit. So Zach did not get the move done, and second back from the front runners is Burger, Pure Gold, and Aussie in their own little pack for the podium.
How about, did Alcatraz pick up any damage?
It doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look
very
like
lucky.
So, yeah, very lucky there. Obviously, never want to get sandwiched between the wall.
BK has left.
We've seen that a few times. Obviously, a bit of internet issues there for BK. So hopefully
is retired.
And hopefully he's got an extra invite because I think Banana is still watching. Banana, if you're watching the stream,
Schmidt getting passed by Zach.
If anyone is in there,
which has closed up the rest of the guys.
Yeah, there's a whole group there of 5 cars.
BK's back.
So 2 medium runners in this top 5 and 3 softs. And BK's gone again. Burger fastest lap on the mediums there, so really turning up the pace here. He's going to want to look for a move on Schmidt really early here. And he's got a good run there. Obviously Schmidt is going to have DRS, but so I don't think he's going to be able to make a move just yet. But yeah, obviously he's not going to want to see Zach move off into the distance there because
Zach
he knows
almost
he's got
losing
the pace.
it. Got into the curb on the outside of 4. Almost lost it. Brought Schmidt right back into it. And now Berg was right behind Schmidt, so I think those tyres might be falling off soon.
Oh, Berger, there he goes. Oh, and they make contact, and that's damage to Schmidt's car. Oh,
is that Pure Gold?
Pure Gold ran the outside. And look at this,
Aussie?
Wizzy Rick. 3 and 1. Can he hang on to it?
Oh,
and he does. Oh, he's cut that corner though.
Got away with it.
Pure Gold's going to get this one past. Yeah, he's given the position back anyway, I think, there, so that's fair enough.
Schmidt going to try to go for a move?
No. Schmidt's got that end plate missing now, so that's really going to hurt him. You can see it mid-corner there, he's losing off the back, and obviously, but
is Pure Gold into the pits?
Yeah, he's coming in, so Pure Gold and him into the pits. Wizzy stays out another lap. I'd say you'll probably see him pit in a second, but all that has done is help Zach. He's nearly 3 seconds ahead here.
He's going to run away with it now. All the front runners have their own little battles.
Yeah, so obviously Berger on the same strategy as Zach at this point. Obviously things can change, and I think pretty certain it's still a 2-stop around here. Is the best bet from memory. Apart from, actually no, they start on the medium, so it might be a 1-stop.
If you want the hards, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got, 4 cars on the hard tyres now. Those 2 or 3 actually, that just came into the pits that lap have jumped onto the hards.
Yep. Wogboy's back
That's
onto
20.
P5.
Yep, and 2 seconds of clear air in front of him to catch up to BK before he's got his own little charge to catch to the front.
Between Schmidt and Zach, it is 32 seconds currently. Well, Pure God's 25, who didn't have a wing change. So that should be around 22, 21 for a pit stop.
Aussie puts his tyres in the dirt there. He stays out on another lap here, so he's going to try and stretch it, and obviously wants the one-stop strategy there onto the hards, but to give it as much time as possible. 25.7 from him, so not a bad lap in terms of... I think he was actually faster than Zach on that lap. The gap was 2.9 last time over the finish line, and it's now 2.8. So...
He's now got Berger for company, right behind him.
Yep,
So
and this is... If Berger feels like he's got the pace as well, yeah, he's going to want to look for a move early on. Obviously, Aussie's tyres will start dropping off pretty soon, if not already. But he's still putting in some really good laps here to keep tail with Zach in terms of lap time.
Is he going to go for the same move as he did with Schmidt?
Yeah, with Schmidt. Doesn't go for it, but he's got a good run there. Wizzy's got a bad run, and he's
going to let him through.
He's just let him pass, yeah. Probably to just play it safe. I think he's done it right there. He's obviously feeling like the tyres are going off. Doesn't want to push it and obviously cause a crash at this corner. But now Wogboy in some clear air. The gap down to 9.1. It started at 9.7. Wogboy picks up a penalty though. 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. And that's the thing. Obviously, Zach does pick up a penalty, or one more penalty than Berger. The gap is currently 3.3, but that can drop under a 3-second barrier there, and can change the result.
Yeah, Zach has to be wary about that. Butthod in the wall.
And that's a safety car as well.
It is.
That's a safety car. So.
Oh, I think he's lost on the inside. He has on the gravel.
Yep.
I think he has. Yeah. So who's going to pit? Lunacy pits.
Well, there. So.
Wogboy stays out for another lap. Aussie obviously.
Towel in, Lunacy in.
Through. Towel's on the mediums.
Was Aussie already coming down the straight at that point? Oh, this is actually it hasn't worked out too badly for the front runners, with Zach beating the safety car around. So that's helped them out, because if they got stuck behind that safety car, that was definitely going to change things. But I think you'll see all of them come in and go onto the hards probably here. Maybe some that think they can. Oh, obviously Zach and Berger. Zach, Berger and Wogboy can't go onto the median. So again,
the hards.
Yeah, so I think you'll see most cars onto the hards. Lunacy went onto the mediums there actually. So
Tail on the hard, Server on the hard. Server's got a great free kick here. He's gonna come back right in the back of the pack.
He's got some penalties.
He does, yes.
I think he's got at least 6 seconds worth of the other penalties. He did have a 5-second penalty, but that will have been removed by now from a pit stop. Yeah, this is going to help Reedy out as well. He'll be on the tail. He's on the mediums at the moment, but I'd say you'll see him switch onto the hards at some point. Zach into the pits there. Gaming Burger follows, and Aussie Rick.
Aussie Wogboy does.
Wogboy's got a pit at this point. You can't stay out. You've got to go onto those hards. So Zach onto the hards. Haven't seen the other cars yet, but you assume they'd be on hards. Yep, Burger onto the hards, and
Aussie on the hards.
Onto the hards.
I think that is also
Wogboy. Wogboy will also follow that. So Pure Gold here is going to jump Wogboy.
Yes, he is.
Yep. So that's in a 4th spot. So obviously 3 lap older hards there for Pure Gold, but to be honest, the main person I feel like this has helped, this definitely helped Wogboy. That's that gap gone, that's eradicated now. And he's going to be, obviously everyone pretty much on the same strategy at this point, apart from Lunacy and Can't Do Crap. And then I think Reedy, I still feel like Reedy's going to pit. Is he? No, he's stayed out again. Yeah, if I was Reedy, I definitely would have dived into the pits there and gone onto the hards. Because at this point, you want to be going to the end of the race. And then obviously, either way, unless he feels like he's safe enough to go for a safety car. But those mediums probably last about 15 laps, I'd say, somewhere around that, maybe a little bit more.
I don't know.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not 100% certain,
yeah.
but the hard's definitely the preferred strategy at the end here. We know that tyre can run to the end of the race. Lunacy, though, obviously it depends on how long it stays out for. I think you'll get one more lap out of this safety car. So they'll be restarting at the end of lap 11, start of lap 12. Don't think it's going to duck off into the pits this lap, surely
no,
not.
I think we're waiting on Sevenite and Reedy.
Yeah. Yeah, so
definitely one more lap. Hopefully Sevenite can come back onto the back of the pack.
Yeah, once again, like I was saying, if I was Reedy, I know he hasn't closed it up entirely here, but he might do. If I was a few of those medium runners, even Can't Do Crap, I know he's got a bit of track position there, but he's just going to lose out on 5-lap-old mediums eventually. Yeah.
Reedy
the one I want to see is Reedy.
Well.
Reedy is stayed out as well, so
surprising.
Right. Everyone's closed up. Yeah, obviously we've seen enough safety cars. There's 14 drivers left. That's our first retirement since that big crash at the end of lap 2 / lap 3.
And then
yeah. So we've lost one from Toro Rosso, one from the Sauber team, one from the Alpha team, sorry, I keep calling him Sauber for some reason. One from McLaren, one from Racing Point, one from Renault, and one from Williams. So that is helpful for the likes of Gaming Burger, not going to have to deal with his teammate in any future pit stops, if there are any.
With Aussie as well.
Yeah, same with Aussie. Pure Gold and Zach. Not really in each other's way, and especially considering that there is a difference in the length of those tyres, with Pure Gold doing 3 more laps on them. So the only way they'd get involved with each other is if there was another safety car and they wanted to come onto a quicker set of tyres. But yeah, the likes of the 2 Ferraris, the 2 Red Bulls, and the Mercedes are obviously all fairly close to each other on track. So
Tao getting a 10, that's going to get removed, surely.
That, yeah. I don't think I know a driver that gets those penalties under safety car as much as Tao. Like,
it's always him.
But yeah, you'll get that removed. That's just, yeah. At least it's a 10-second one as well, in case you do have to make another pit stop, because the 5-second ones just, they just kill the race at this point. You're like, well, if I have to do another pit stop, then it's just going to hurt. But yeah, so Zach here coming through the last corner now.
He's going off. A little bit of a gap to Burger.
Broken it up. Ooh, Wogboy there. Got really close to Pure Gold. He might have a dive. Actually, no, Schmidt's going to have a dive here on both.
No, he's going to come back, slide inside. He's going to go for turn 3, I believe. Go back up to Burger. It looks like Aussie was a Rick.
Wizzy. Yep, Zach picks up his penalty there, so there we go. That's going to... Another thing, obviously, with it all closing out.
Zach locking up into turn 3. But it looks like all come collected. Reedy and Sevenite. A little battle down the order. Already up to 6/10 in that first sector alone.
Another thing I've realised is Renault is already on those hards. He's done 10 laps on them, so he went on to them early, so that's going to hurt him. He's going to have to pit again. But at this point, he may as well kind of stay out. It's not too much he could have done there under safety car apart from that. But from the restart, there's been obviously Schmidt and Wogboy have changed positions there. We've seen a few cars get close, and then Reedy and Sevenite have changed position as well. But gaps all still under a second for the whole. Oh, there's a yellow flag out.
That is Sevenite. He hit the wall. I think he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, lost his whole front
safety car as well. So
Another one.
It just comes into
Breno.
annoyance. So this is going to
should be good
help
for
the hard tyres out, obviously, just to keep him preserved. Not that they won't make it to the end of this race anyway, but it'll just keep more pace in him for the end of the race.
No one's come in.
Yeah. The only person that I still feel like should come in at this point would be Reedy. Servanite has come in there, so fortunately. 16 laps on a medium set of tyres, fresh medium. Maybe. He's gone on to the medium, so that's his best bet there. And obviously if there's another VSC or another safety car, then
he's right back
he's already on those mediums, yeah, and pitting under the VSC. So this has stayed out a long time here. Sometimes we see it end fairly early, but still going here. Ooh, and a severe collision, and that's Reedy's dropped back there as well, but Breno and Alcatraz coming together there.
Alcatraz might have been waiting up, and then Breno just hasn't seen him.
Yeah.
But looks like
Gameburger dropped behind Tao as well.
Out the front, Gameburger and Zach closed up quite a bit.
Yeah, just to confirm, Breno does have some damage as well after that collision, so that's going to hurt him. And once again, it was Breno who picked up the penalty, not Alcatraz, right?
Yes.
So he's going to have to serve that if he comes in to change that wing, so that's going to suck. And another one there for corner cutting with that damage, so unfortunately gone from bad to worse for Breno there. So this is really helping Alcatraz out in the championship as well. DRS enabled.
So Gameburg's going to look for a move somewhere as Lunacy does pit. I don't know if he had damage
dropped back to 7th, sorry.
He has.
As well. BK has jumped him.
As Breno retires now. That's 13 runners now.
Bit unfortunate. Obviously, Reedy and Lunacy into the pits now. Looking to swap those. Lunacy's gone for a fresh set of mediums. Reedy has also gone for a fresh set of mediums, I believe.
Yes, he has, yep. So hopefully another safety car can bring these guys back in. Maybe, because the bottom three are very far off now.
Yeah, that's it. So obviously a big gap there. 30 seconds between Tao and Servanite.
Tao's stayed out of trouble for the most part. He's up into P10. Hasn't even made up any real progression.
Yeah.
He's kind of stayed down
Once again, I believe it must be nearly the same top 10 that started there as well. Actually, no, Breno and Canton Crap have swapped.
Yes.
But there is only one car from every team in the top 10, apart from the two Haas cars again. So, obviously working things well there between the two of them. Zach with a 24.4 on the hard, pulling away 1.3 seconds, so he's definitely done well there to break DRS early on. And Wizzy now is looking like he's getting close to Gaming Burger as well.
Yeah, 6 tenths between P2 and P3.
And Wogboy might make a move here on Schmidt. No, he doesn't.
So according to Breno, he was 2 seconds slower.
Over a Delta?
On the Delta, yeah.
Yep.
And he tried to hurry up and hit the back of Alcatraz.
Yeah, so we have seen that happen as well. We've seen bits and pieces where the Delta just seems to slow down rapidly for some drivers and they've got to stop. So very unfortunate there for Breno, being caught up in the accident, and then it's ended up throwing his race out the window.
So Lockboy's right on the back of Schmidt.
Yeah,
now.
I'm watching that battle as well with Schmidt here. And it's a good run, and he's going to get him here.
He will with DRS. Easy move. Set to 1-2 yellows. Is that Lunacy and Server?
And Server.
Another incident. Another safety car.
Okay, wow.
Wow.
So, obviously side by side there through that corner. So this has really helped, if anything, this has really helped Reedy the most because of his, I don't think he's got quite as many penalties as what Server has. But yeah, Server will have penalties.
No one, or few pit. Sir Schmidt, BK, Counter Crap, or pit. Right now, Counter Crap big winner.
Stays out.
That,
and unfortunately for Reedy there, Servanite's let him pass, thinking that it's going to help Reedy out, and it hasn't. And the slower the
Servanite's
Servanite
gonna
goes
try.
around on his lap here, it's gonna hurt Reedy out.
I think he's just tried to go off the track.
Yeah, to try and allow the pass to be fine.
Yeah.
I think it's worked. We haven't seen a penalty come up here for Reedy yet.
Should be right, yeah.
So,
Hopefully.
big gamble there. Schmidt, BK, and Can't Do Crap. Not really a big gamble at this point. It does move him down a little bit. Can't Do Crap didn't lose out too much there at all. So he'll be pretty happy to move on to the mediums with this. Schmidt obviously showing pace and being up the front. So coming onto those mediums, he will be fast and he's looking to come through the positions here. And Servanite, I believe, is probably going to retire the car now.
11 runners left. Wow.
So, obviously, you still get points for finishing the race no matter where you are, but it's a good amount of points now for some drivers that may not have picked up that many points early on in the season. So, Reedy's still in with a chance of some good points here, even after some unfortunate incidents for him. He didn't elect to pit there, so he stayed out on the mediums, but that's fair enough. He's only done the 2 laps on him, so it shouldn't affect him too much. Now we are just really waiting on him here, so he'll go round another lap and hopefully Reedy will catch up to the back of this.
39 seconds.
Yep. 39, and he's not pulling it in. Okay, it's slowly starting to come down now.
Yeah, it's coming on the straight now.
But this can go either way. It's going to help the hards be feistier at the end of the race, and obviously, with the mediums, it's going to help them last even longer. So that cliff won't come as soon if it does, which at this point in the race they haven't restarted yet, and they should be able to make it to the end on some really nice pace. So watch out for Schmidt and BK off the restart. We saw BK move up on Wogboy at the last VSC restart, and we saw Schmidt move up on Wogboy at the last safety car restart. So both drivers feisty off the start of the restarts.
So now Reedy's 20 seconds off, so he should be...
Yeah, he should catch up by the end. They'll restart it either way, but he's definitely going to catch up here. It's down to under 20 seconds. So
everyone's on the hards for the top 7.
Yep, that's it. And yeah, it's obviously for drivers like Pure Gold, he's going to be the one most hampered by this. Done 10 laps on those hards,
3 extra,
so 3 laps more than the other drivers around him. Same with Alcatraz there, but also in a way, like I was saying, it could help him out if it's obviously going to increase the life of those hard tyres slightly. And yeah, Reedy almost on the tail here, so we should hopefully get a restart. Usually they tell us by this corner, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yep, there we go. So very nice. We're going to get 12 laps off the restart here.
So only 1 Ferrari, 1 Alpha,
I should
1
double
Red
check
Bull,
the penalties as well.
1 Racing Point, 1 Renault, 1 Mercedes, 1 McLaren, 1 Toro Rosso, 1 Williams, and 2 Haas drivers.
Yeah. So Zach Crichton here gets the restart underway. Watch the restart before I read out some penalties, and he's done well there.
Little wiggle.
Broken the toe, so it's over.
I was just under pressure. Heavy pressure.
And Wogboy also working with Schmidt has gone past Alcatraz there on the outside
already.
As well.
Wow.
Yep. So nice run from him, and he might even have a chance. Tao's got a chance at Wogboy, chap.
Tao's got to go past Wogboy. He does. Schmidt's looking to go past Wogboy as well.
And
Don't think he's going to get it done.
Both up on Alcatraz there.
Alcatraz losing a heap of time on those 11-lap-old meter hards.
Yep. So will this gamble power? Schmidt might have a look at Wogboy. No, he backs out of it there, which is fair enough.
Right behind him as well.
Yeah,
now he's going to look for a move. He's done it.
There you go. Schmidt down the inside. Is he going to be able to pull it up? We saw contact there with Berger and Schmidt earlier. I think it was Berger and Schmidt earlier on. Yep. So
as
and BK passed Wogboy. Wow. So working together, these two to come through the pack. Pure Gold picks up his first penalty of the race. I know Gaming Burger doesn't have a penalty, and I believe Aussie Wizzy doesn't either. So Zach under pressure to try and get a bit of a gap
ahead of Wogboy. I think Wogboy's got, does got damage. Wogboy has damage. So that's why he's going so slow.
Okay, so yeah. And I think that's off the restart because we saw him get really close to the back of... Zach is weaving on this straight.
I'm not sure why, as Wogboy does poo, yeah.
Zach usually weaving is just him trying to get some kind of a battle out of a race. Obviously he knows he's got that penalty, so I feel like what he's going to do, rather than push and get a 3-second gap, he's going to try and fight Burger and force Burger into a penalty.
Yeah.
That way, in terms of hard racing and trying to put some pressure. So, Schmidt, BK, 6th and 7th here. We saw him start in, I believe, 9th and 10th on the restart.
Yeah, 8th and 9th. Yeah, 8th and 9th, I think. As now Schmidt is right on the back of Tao. I think after this chicane he's going to try go for a move. BK's even closer to Schmidt.
Yeah, he's just sticking right with him, so he's lost a little bit there.
I think Darius is enabled yet? Not yet, not just
yet.
I
think BK might have a... No, plays it safe. Doesn't want to ruin either of their race. They're doing well, they're coming back into this.
Keeping it calm for now. Next lap, I believe, will be DRS. So then Tao will be under heavy pressure from these guys.
Zach moving close to the pit wall again, but fastest lap there, so... I mean, nothing new.
Yeah, DRS enabled now, so... At around the end of this lap, we should see him move 4P5. And Schmidt with 9 laps to go. Wonder how much ground he can make on these front runners.
Yeah, here we go. So Schmidt into P5 there. And BK will want to stick with Tao here and try and get a nice run. He's right on his rear. He's not going to make the move into here.
Getting wiggling more and more. Just a little
so
bit wide.
I think Schmidt's going to get himself back up onto the podium here. Obviously, I'm not sure about his penalties. I'll have a look. So I'll have a look at some of the penalties.
Yep.
Yeah. So Zach has 3 warnings only, and that's a penalty for him. Burger with the 1 warning. Wizzy Rick does have a penalty and an extra warning on top of that. Pure Gold got a penalty. Just the 3 warnings, so he's got a clean slate of new warnings. Schmidt, 1 warning. So looking good for Schmidt here if he can break his way through. Tao with the 10-second penalty, which we think will get removed.
Yeah.
And BK just the 1 warning as well, so pretty clean
Schmidt,
from those two with the medium tyres. And BK looks like he might get a move at some point here on Tao. Might happen right now.
Can't do crap behind him as well. He could get it done to 3. Can't do crap. Yep. BK is not going to get it done.
BK is just going to sit. Pretty smart from him there. He's
a bit of
not got too much errs, but he gets some more time here, and I'd say he'll probably go for a dive, a big one anyway. No, he doesn't. Stays behind. Can't do crap. Very close to running into the back of BK.
I think he was going for a dive as well.
This is mainly hurting BK in terms of he's losing out to Schmidt here, and those are the best of the life of the mediums. Obviously, is being used here to fight Tao. But he's pushing on here with low errs. He needs to be, obviously he's right on his tail. He should be saving some errs here. So what do we got? What's Tao got in turn? Tao's got 25%, BK pretty much on 0 at this point. And Can't Do Crap's got a bit here to use, so once they get onto this front straight, you might actually see Can't Do Crap try and make a move on the BK if he's close enough. Schmidt, 1.5 off Pure Gold. The gap's at the front. Zach's out to 2.2, which is what he needs.
Oh no, I think BK's touched, and he Can't Do Crap. BK touched Tao, and Tao spun into Can't Do Crap.
Yeah, so obviously that's going to be a safety car again.
Wow. Tao into the pits straight away.
Don't speed into the pits, Tao. Good. I thought he was going to do the same and speed into the pits and retire, but onto the soft. So if anything, this might actually help. No, they've all beaten the safety car, so obviously it will help Tower, but this will be interesting to see. I think you'll see them all dive into the softs here. I think except for Schmidt and BK, they're the only two I'd say would stay out.
BK,
maybe
big
one of the hard runners, but yeah. Big decision here from Zach. Zach's got pace on those hards.
Can you get a 3-second gap in?
Yeah, that's the thing as well, hey. That's another thing. Berger, no penalties. Schmidt, no penalties. BK probably going to pick up a penalty from the stewards for that one, post-race. But yeah, so... I don't know, there's some big decisions to be made here with 7 laps left after they come round for this one. So it'll probably be about a 5-lap shootout, I feel, here. End of lap 24.
I think they all shoot on softs. Yeah, lap 24 probably.
Yeah, so obviously it's a matter of who's got fresh softs left. You should see Zach, Gaming Burger both have... this is going to help Wogboy out as well. Again, luckily.
Burger stays out. Everyone else stays out. Schmidt
Zach comes in. So Zach and Schmidt and BK in. So 3 of the hard runners. This is going to help Zach out the most because the more cars that pit is obviously means he's going to be closer to the front. Alcatraz stays out again. So 2 16-lap old runners. So I think this is going to backfire on some of the hard runners. Berger knows that he's got no penalties and Zach does have a penalty, so if he can hold him up for a few laps there and then obviously stay within that 3-second period in the last couple of laps.
Passed them all. Wogboy's gone past already, Contacraps in P8 now.
Obviously on those mediums, so not going to be as quick as the softs, but he does have pace, and he did need to do that as well to try and get him into a spot to fight for some good points here and get a good result out of this. Obviously, he's still going to have better tyres than those front runners on the hards. So, as long as he keeps it fairly tidy and gets through the pack here. So,
I think Gameburger's got the win now, just from penalties. Because Zach can't pass him.
I think...
And then
I'm
get 3-second
I'm not
gap.
100% certain about it. I think Zach's pace is going to be bloody good. If Berger can hang on till about... If Berger's got the lead with about a lap and a half to go, I think he'll win it. But if Zach gets past before there's 2 laps left, I think it's over. Zach got too much pace on those softs. Like, he was setting times on those hards which were faster than the soft runners at the end there. So,
but I'd say obviously,
there's a lot of people can't cut it.
Top 3.
Okay, I'm going to say Schmidt is going to make podium as well as Zach. Obviously, no penalties for Schmidt. Wizzy does have a penalty, and Pure Gold does have a penalty. So, I think Berger,
Alcatraz. He's got
Berger, Zach, and Schmidt for the podium. What order? Honestly, couldn't tell you.
Find out in 5 laps or 4 laps.
So there'll be a safety car restart here at the end of this. Yeah.
Should
so,
be, yeah.
So it'll be five laps after the restart. Lap 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So
also saying Zach Schmidt Burger.
Zach Schmidt Burger. I think he's got a fair idea of what's going to go on here. Like that's obviously track position, but that's obviously it's old hards as well. Like they're going to be a good 3 seconds a lap slower as it is than or like 2 and a bit seconds a lap slower than those fresh softs, let alone it being Zach on the tyres as well, because we know how fast he is. So yeah, Bodhod there with Berger, Wizzy, Zach.
I'm not sure how this is going to go. Should be in this lap. It is, yep.
Yeah, safety car in this lap.
So Berger's going to have control of the field.
Called much earlier than usual there, so where we've seen it recently. So they're going to it might be an earlier restart because usually they're still right up against the safety car till this braking zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously watch Gaming Burger here. He's going to want to get a jump on Wizzy so that he's got no chance to be overtaken, because the more those guys scrap at the front, the worse it's going to be for all the hard runners.
So here we go.
I think obviously Zach's got his teammate up, and they'll probably work together here to.
I think Pure Gold let him through. You reckon?
Yeah, I'd say you'll see him let him through fairly early and try and block Schmidt for Zach. So, off the restart, yep, Zach's got a good run on Alcatraz already. Zach's going to get past Alcatraz here, I think, into turn 1. Nope, sticks behind him.
Keeping behind. Obviously, 3 laps still DRS open, so they won't have that.
That's true as well.
Alcatraz is covering a lot, but Zach's going to get down the inside into turn 3.
And Pure Gold also went down the inside on Wizzy there, but didn't get the move done.
So I think he's going to let Zach through.
He hasn't let him through yet. I'd say maybe into this corner you'll see him pull off to the... No, they're racing hard, so there you go. I don't think you will see any team orders here, which is good. Obviously, we don't want to see that. Yes. Especially with Pure Gold still got a podium to race for here.
It does, yes.
As well, so... The thing for Zach is, obviously, Paul Schmidt is now, at the moment, stuck behind Alcatraz. There's a bit of a long straight here, and if he can get a good run, he might get a pass on.
I think he's going to get gotten down. Yes, he got down the inside. He's going to send it. Not enough, though. Pure Gold's holding him.
Yep, and Zach still couldn't get past Pure Gold there, so...
Alcatraz holding him Schmidt as well. Just right behind him.
Yeah, he's doing a good job in 5th there.
He's done it. He sent it.
Really, there you go. Ooh. And Zach has passed as well.
Yeah. And so BK is just...
BK, whoa. Okay, BK went from 5th to 7th, so I'm not sure.
He's teleported
I think it's going to be good for Wogboy. Wogboy's got a good run here. He's going to get BK.
Schmidt's past Alcatraz. Schmidt's getting a penalty, though.
That's his first penalty as well, so that's a shame for Schmidt there. That's going to hurt him. But he's got to push on here. He's still playing for a podium as well, because we know Wizzy does have penalties. We know Pure Gold, I believe, does have penalties as well. Yes. Burger, the only one without him. So, comfortable, but not comfortable for Burger. Comfortable in terms of he knows what he's got to play with until Zach gets there. Can't do crap with a 3-second penalty as well.
Zach right on the back of Aussie.
Oh. We see him move. We'll see.
He's hit the wall.
Zach very close to the wall there. I'm not sure if he did collect any damage.
He's kept his...
Yeah, I think it's all sweet.
I think Darius
very
next
tight line. Yeah, he's going to get him here, I think, anyway. I think Zach's got a good run.
Aussie's going to hold the inside line. No, Zach's going to send it.
Zach has sent it. He's got the move done. So, like I was saying here, this is going to be 3 laps to go once we start this. If Burger can hold off the whole next lap, obviously with DRS coming into play at the end of this one, that's his only chance. And then obviously not picking up any penalties. Oh, okay, so Zach...
Schmidt on the back of Pure Gold as well.
Doing that weird line that he's done all race. So, warnings, nothing. Yeah, Burger's still fine. He's only got the 1 warning, so he's got 1 to play with there. Zach, obviously, fastest lap. No surprise, as to be expected. But with DRS enabled, I think Zach's going to get the move done on the back straight here and going to comfortably run away with this one.
Wogboy getting past Can't Do Crap. They're fighting into P. It's turn 3 with Tao now into the mix for P8 now.
I was just going to point this out. Oh no, Burger is using a bit of ERS to defend. I was going to say, if I was Burger, I'd probably try and save a bit here, because I think it's fairly inevitable that Zach is going to get past. And his only chance is kind of, obviously, a bad run from Zach here through the S's and onto that back straight. So Zach has used a lot of curb there. He's definitely got the move done here. Gaming Burger doesn't want to fight either, so now the fight's on with 2 laps to go. Can Gaming Burger hold on through penalties?
It's already 1.5.
The thing is...
To Aussie.
Yeah, back to Aussie. But the thing is, Burger's going to have DRS here, so this will help him out for the first half of this lap. He's going to want to stay in DRS for the second half of the lap, but I don't think he will. Obviously, that pace differential is going to be too good on the softs. He should still be within a second by the end of the first sector, just because of this DRS. So
Schmidt's still stuck behind Pure Gold. Thought he'd make a move done by now, but he can't get it done.
Yep. And BK still not past Alcatraz. He's going to look for a move. There is 3 cars really close. Tao's going to try and have a move on Wogboy.
Not going to get it done. Contra Crap's looking for a move as well. Don't think anything will happen with this. As Ozzy gets a penalty, another one. That almost ruins
that's going to hurt him. That's going to knock him off the podium.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big battle between Schmidt and Pure Gold there, both running the same penalties, I believe.
Wogboy past BK.
And
BK gets pushed wide.
Berger's actually just closed it in enough to keep DRS here. So that's going to help him again.
So Tao's going to get past Wogboy in the chicane. No, Contra Crap's gone very wide. I think he's lost the front. This is the end plate.
Zach's not got much ERS either. Coming onto this last lap, he's running very low on ERS.
2 seconds.
Obviously, he's obviously trying to pull away from the DRS. So now, no DRS for Berger, probably for most of this lap. Can Zach pull 1.7 seconds, 1.8 seconds on
Schmidt?
Berger.
We're almost losing it again. And then behind Schmidt, things going to get a move? No, Tao's going to get a move on Alcatraz. To Tao to P6.
Berger kept his DRS there as well, because it was obviously
continuous
early on the detection zone.
Yeah.
I think Berger's going to hold on to this one.
He's still there,
He's got enough ERS to play with, whereas Zach's running pretty low here. Obviously trying to save a little bit, Zach, but he's moving it up a lot. 1.5 seconds. This will be the first DRS zone that he doesn't have DRS on.
I think he might use his ERS now. Just to...
Yep. Just make sure. Now, Zach's got penalties warnings to play with because he's already got his penalty. Berger just picked up his penalty and that's it. Obviously Zach's not going to know that, but
Berger is going to...
Honestly, I've seen this happen too many times where Zach has pushed on and the person who's been fighting on the last lap has picked up a penalty. Unfortunate there for Berger because he's driven a really good race and would have won this one. Zach's still going to think he's not going to win this one coming across the line here. But Zach Crichton, the winner. Pure Gold.
Yeah, Aussie's spun.
Oh, there's been a crash. Aussie's spun. Not sure if there was contact with Pure Gold. But yeah,
down the order.
A big congratulations there to Alcatraz, hanging on to 5th spot with the... Obviously, actually, I think Tao might move back up to 5th, maybe.
Should, yeah.
Unless he picked up another penalty, but yeah, so... Good race there, right down to the last second of it. Until that penalty at the end, but... Bodhod, a nice call there with him thinking that there would be penalties towards the end as people started to push, and he was right. So Zach looked fairly fast all day, obviously kept it clean the whole race, and then made that pit stop at the end to go onto the softs. A decision that Gaming Berger, Pure Gold and Alcatraz didn't make. But yeah, so both Haas cars on the podium there for what we see at the moment, and Berger in second.
So only, is that 11 cars finished? Yep. Only 11 cars finishing. Yeah, Zach taking the win. Gamberger coming home in P2, and Pure Gold running off the podium in the second Haas in third. Schmidt down in P4. Couldn't improve. I thought he could get a podium, maybe even a win here, but couldn't get it done.
Yeah, obviously did pick up that penalty when he started to push, but he just couldn't find a way through on Pure Gold there, and yeah, just missed out on the podium. But still a decent strategy. Obviously, it worked for Zach. Unfortunately, didn't work quite as well for Schmidt and BK. But yeah, so should we get them in for some podium interviews?
Yeah.
Just to see how they felt. So I'll send some invites out.
I'll just make it. There you go. Now you can chuck invites. But as you're doing that, Alcatraz P5, Wogboy down in P6 from P2, and BK in P7, Country Crap P8.
Pure Gold got third, hey?
Yep, he did, yep.
Yep.
Tao down P9, Aussie Wizzy Rick down P10 after that last corner incident. I don't know what happened there, and Reedy P11. The non-finishers coming with Sevenite, Lunacy, Breno, Butthod, Banana, Honest, Skylight, Todster, and James. So I'll just invite people into the...
So we'll ask Pure Gold what happened there coming out of that last corner. He was definitely closest car, whether there was contact between them or whether Wizzy was just pushing too hard and lost it. So soon find out once these guys join. Yeah, eventful race. Obviously, a few safety cars there made it interesting at the end. Differing strategies from some of the boys.
So Zach, who's joined, the winner.
Yeah, it was
somehow pulled it off.
Yeah. I suppose we'll start off now with our winner. Zach, how do you feel you drove today? And obviously, pushing hard on that last lap. It didn't look like you were going to get it done with Berger not having that penalty and keeping with you while you were on a bit of low errs there, but made him push hard and he picked up a penalty, which I talked about a little bit earlier in that race. And yeah, came home with the win there. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, feel pretty happy with that. And yeah, did that race on stock setup as well. Thought I'd try it, see how it went. So used that and picked up a pen on like lap 4 or something quite early. And then, yeah, it was just safety car after safety car. And then I pitted on that last stint. I don't know, just felt like having a race, just try and pass people, see if I could, like, I don't know, make up the time. Back up to the guys up the front and managed to do so. And yeah, unfortunate for Gaming Burger that he got that pen on the last lap, but it will take the win, I guess. But yeah, and a double podium for Ha, so yeah, the boys.
Get a baby.
Your boy.
Yeah, so obviously that was a decision that out of the front runners, you were the only one to make jumping onto the softs there. But obviously in the end, the right decision. But I think at the time you kind of had to do it because off the safety car restart, you still had to try and make up those 3 seconds at the time. So very nice there, and kept it fairly clean the whole race there. Made some good overtakes off that last safety car, and at the right time as well.
Yeah, it was good. And then I think I might have forced Harrison maybe a little bit wide, but
yeah, a little bastard.
Another thing was we weren't sure what we were going to see there, whether there was going to be some team orders in play or not.
Nah, he wasn't moving over at all. I tried to go up inside and he wasn't moving. I'm like, alright then, we're going to have to dive bomb this man. So yeah, we had to do that. But no, we were both on podium, so we survived.
Yeah. Very, very nice. But yeah, Fultz, I'll let you interview Berger here.
Yeah, so you were on for the win until that last sector.
Nah, I'd rather not speak about it. It was quite silly. I thought it was yonked out. I thought he's like above 2 seconds. I was like, he's going to get in the last sector.
You were doing really well there, keeping it was under 1.5 seconds for a long time there, so you're doing really well.
Yeah, just pressure hit me and I took it like an idiot. But shit happens.
So you stayed out on the hards, didn't want to pit for track position.
I didn't think so many people would pit. I didn't expect it at all. Zach pitted and everyone else pitted, so I was like, wow.
Yeah, usually that happens, so I tried it.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying as well. A lot of people obviously following Zach in there helped Zach out. So if people hadn't pitted, that was yours to win like very easily there, Gaming Burger. But still, a pretty good race and a good weekend across the whole board for you there. Obviously, being able to start on those mediums with Zach and Wogboy was a good decision.
Yeah, that gave me a good head start. Yeah. Good race overall. That was actually great. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, good job from all of you. So, Pure Gold, I'll let you talk about how your whole race went. So, yeah, how do you feel you went on your drive today? Obviously taking those hards a long way into that race there towards the end, and coming home with the podium.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. I made a few positions up on the start when I was on the soft, so I think I got ahead of Wizzy and a couple others as well. So that was good, and that gave me position to box, but then obviously I went onto those hards and then the safety car came out, so I think it was Wogboy and Wizzy both ended up being in front of me after that safety car, so that was a little bit annoying. And then just stayed in their DRS as much as I could, had a bit of a battle with Schmitty towards the end, but I couldn't. I would have gone into those softs, but Zach said he was changing his wing at the end, so I would have been stacked for too long. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay out on those hards and see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough there. We didn't actually get a view of what happened at the last corner there either. We were too busy watching Zach celebrate and crash into the wall. But yeah, obviously we saw...
Wizzy just been it out of the last corner.
Yeah. So we weren't sure if there was contact or not, or whether he was just pushing too hard there. And
Nah, he was about a second up the road from me, so there was nothing there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he caught the grass, I didn't really see it, but I was just more looking at Schmitty behind me because he was close to making a move, and then he just binned it. I wasn't sure really what happened, but I mean, I'm happy to take P3, so...
Yeah. P3 was yours anyway at that point. Unfortunately, Wizzy did pick up a penalty on the last lap as well, which moved him to 6 seconds worth of penalties. So obviously that's what he was trying to do, push hard and try and make a gap. But yeah, Schmidt early on was on the softs in the first stint, jumped all three of the medium runners and was doing a good job. And then him and BK, I think, kind of had the same strategy the whole race. Both went in on that middle safety car onto mediums, fought their way back through, and then went onto the softs with Zach there. I felt like Schmidt probably had... I thought he was going to get on the podium pretty early on, like make a move past you early, but...
It was a bit nice, I reckon. He should have just dived down the inside. If it was Zach, that would have been...
Like Zach, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been turn one, but Schmitty's too much of a nice boy, so...
Yeah. No, but really, really good stuff from all three of you. Congratulations on your podiums today. Really nice drive.
Cheers, mate.
So I think that's all. That's it for the Blue Championship tonight. We have next stream will be Yellow on Wednesday, I believe, and then next time out for Blue is I think Brazil. I believe. Yeah, so Brazil next time out, yep. And then that is the penultimate race. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next week.